Hey, it's Wellness Wednesday. Hey. I did. I was like, did I sage myself today? It was a random thought. My bad. It's Wellness Wednesdays. I'm feeling pretty good. I launched my guide this week, so I'm happy. If you are not following me, follow me at just be healthy now, because I just released a guide on the ultimate guide of the foundations of living a healthy life. And I'm super excited about it. So I want to talk about shit. Because as I'm doing the guide, I'm like typing out stuff and I'm like, I've never talked about shit. Like actual poop, guys. Like not nothingness, but poop. I want to talk about poop. Poop, 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 poop. We should be more comfortable talking about poop. If you talk about health, you have to talk about poop. Poop is important to everything. My niece, sometimes she gets like icky about pooping, and I'm like, we do that as adults. Like if you ever try to talk to an adult about their poop, they're like, oh, poop. But it's like, it's natural. Everyone does it. Hopefully, y'all dealing with people and their health. I have been floored to see how little people poop sometimes. I Googled it. I was like, okay, Google. Okay, Google. How many times we be pooping? Do you know Google is out here trying to kill y'all? Google is out here risking it all, honey. Okay. Google said that if you poop, now mind you, this is a window. Okay. Google said if you poop from 3 times a day to 3 times a week, you are A-okay. The lie detector test determined Google is trying to kill you. Okay. That'll get you killed. Okay. If you pooping 3 times a week, you got problems. All right. 3 times a day is good. But to know how often you should be pooping, you got to look at you individual and see how many times you're eating. Now, excuse me. Here's the thing about health, man. I'm really tired of people being like, oh, if everyone does this, then we're healthy. If everyone's a vegan, then they're healthy. If everyone poops 3 times a day, it's healthy. No one can tell you about yourself. It's not possible. If you want to know what's healthy for you, you have to look at your life and assess it. That's on you. That's on you, baby. I love that song. Got all the designers on me. That's on me, baby. Anyway, so if you want to know how many times you should poop, you should look at how many times you eat. Now, the rule of thumb is when you eat, you should poop. When you poop, you should have ate. You eat, you poop, then you eat, and then you poop. And eat poop, and I'll make that a song, y'all. Off my album called Holistic Health. Y'all gonna support your girl? Don't play. Anyway, so when you eat, you should poop. Now, this is general rules. And if you think about it, like when you're a baby, that's what happens with babies. Why? Because they have clean colons. They just got out here in this world, you know what I'm saying? They ain't got years of sludge weighing them down, Lord, on their colons. And that's why they poop so often. Y'all ever had a baby, you watching the baby and you feed them and it's like they pooping while they eat and you like, dang, can you wait? I just changed your diaper. You supposed to be shitting around here like that, okay? Like, maybe not too, we don't want to go into the diarrhea realm. Okay, diarrhea is another thing. But you should have an active pooping schedule. Like every time you eat, you should poop. Because do you know what poop is? Let Did I skip over something? Let's talk about what poop is. Poop is the toxins and the byproducts of what you consume coming out. So, how your digestive system works is that you take in something, you eat something deliciousness, right? And what your body does not use as fuel, it kicks out in poop. So, what helps do that in a lot of times, and we'll go through that at the end. I have some things that help you poop at the end. But fiber and water content are going to be your biggest areas that help to get that digestive system processing. Why they playing? Digestive system processing. Okay, so with those two things, if you have water and fiber, you're good to go. Okay, the poop is coming. All right. A lot of times we don't do it enough because we're lacking those in our diets. And also, y'all already know processed food. All right, processed food. So every time you eat or consume something, what should happen is your body should take in the nutrients like, oh, this is all that I need. Thank you. And then what it doesn't need, it kicks it out into the poopity scoop. You probably don't have a scoop, but into the poop. So this is like the naturalities of your digestive system. That's super basic what I told you, but you don't need to know, all of that. Now, here's one thing I will tell you though that does affect your poop and you being able to process things, all right? Your digestive process starts with chopping, all right? So when you have food, I'm big on like mincing things, chopping things. I can't stand no like y'all know when y'all get soup and it's like it feels like they just like quartered the onion. I'm like, why is the onion that big? I don't like that personally. One, because like I like flavor, like all the flavors in my mouth, but also on a digestive level, right? On a digestive level, your digestion starts on the chop. So I like to have things finely chopped so that I can continue the work and not have to have so much in my mouth. So it's the same thing. Like when you have, I thought I had a fork around here, but I don't. When you have a fork or a spoon, if you pick up things that are smaller, you're helping your digestive. And I'm saying this because the more you chew, the more you chop, the easier your digestive, the easier you're allowing your digestive system to work. That it really helps with the poop. Okay, if you're not breaking down your food, it's harder for the poop to come out. All right, so that's first things first. You want to I, okay, so I know that some people are weird with textures. They don't like, smaller dice things in some recipes. But if you can, chop your stuff up smaller, and that'll help your poop. And then once you put it in the mouth, chew your food, like chew it. Get all of the saliva in there because the saliva actually helps to break down the food in your stomach as well. So you want to get the saliva mixed up in there and you want to chew and grind your food. Um, my ex-lover says this all the time that you want to, I don't know. Basically, it's like you want to chew your food so much that you're almost drinking it, but you want to process it down that way. That really, really helps your digestive tract. Like it really gets it going and it helps it have a smooth process down. So really consider how you're chopping your food and you're eating it for your poop. I mean, if you're not pooping after every time you eat, you can work on it. I don't all the time. For the most time when I'm eating, good, light, exercise and that sort of thing. Oh, movement, that sort of thing. movement helps with poop. I'm pooping after I eat, but say I, want to indulge in bread. Okay, I might not poop after I eat bread or pasta. I might not do it. So these are things that help that process along, because if you're eating food, which most of us do, that discourage pooping, you want to help facilitate it in another way. And so if you're eating bread, for instance, bread, it gets stuck all up in your system. Okay, I'm telling you right now. So if you're going to eat the bread, make sure that you're chewing it. Make sure maybe you want to cut it in smaller portions. So instead of half, maybe you want to do fourth, to just help you remember to break it down. That really is going to encourage your poop more than just eating big chunks of sandwiches and not processing it before you expel it. I don't know why I get like, I talk about poop and I still get like, yeah. Okay, so when you're choosing food and things that you are consuming, you do want to think about how they are held outside of your body, because that will lend you to understanding how they work inside of your body. So I'm not saying to cut off everything that doesn't help you poop. What I'm saying is to be conscious of it, okay? So for instance, if something has a long shelf life, all right, pasta, rice, flour, um, processed food, all of these things, that's going to discourage pooping. If you can take something and put it somewhere and let it sit for hours, days, months, weeks, years, and it sit in there and it doesn't mold, it doesn't do anything, you are extending the shelf life of that. Now, that is the exact same process that's going to help it happen inside of your body. What that means is that if you have canned food, um, like boxed food, packaged food in general, packaged food is going to last longer in your body, meaning that it's going to discourage the poop because it's going to sit in your body. Just like the chemicals that they put into the food hold it on the shelf, it also holds it in your gut. So I don't want you to think that that is a separate thing. Like, don't think that, oh, it'll sit on the shelf, but it won't sit in my gut. Nothing magical happens when you open the can and put it in the bowl. Even when you cook it, it's not like it's taking away the chemicals that hold it in the can. You see what I'm saying? So if you're going to eat canned food, you want to make sure that you're getting ingredients with integrity. I should have brought my cans here. But I'm not all the way off of canned food. That is like a dream of mine. But sometimes I like buy them just in case, and then sometimes I go ahead and use them, kind of thing. So you won't find them like just me using it every day for no reason. But when I do, I try to get, yeah, I try to get organic. I think that I have in my cabinet, I think I have some tomatoes that are not organic. They might not be, but I try to get all organic. It's very rare that I get something in the can and it's not organic because it's already in the can, right? And then you want to try to get it with ingredients with integrity. What that means is that instead of having sodium exomile, there's like a ethyl mill something. Anyway, they're chemicals that you probably can't pronounce, like how I'm having trouble. I'm trying to look at them like in my head, like how they're spelled, but sulfate, whatever. Um, they're ethyl, any of this stuff. These chemicals, they really are not necessary. Okay, so a lot of the chemicals in our food they're byproducts of like factories, and they sell off the byproducts to food companies to make extra money. It's like they be capping. All right, they're capping. So these products are not necessary to not process the food, but to extend the shelf life. So if you look at the can, you can get like my chickpeas. They're organic chickpeas from Kroger, and it is garbanzo beans, salt, and water. And that's all that's in them. That's really all that's needed to preserve your food in the can. The can has, sometimes I don't want to go down a rabbit hole, but the can also does have like, so okay, I'm trying not to go down a rabbit hole, guys. My bad. Aluminum is not the best to have in your body. The cans are made from aluminum. So just by way of the food sitting in the cans, the food is going to have those traces of aluminum in there. So in general, outside of the chemicals, you also have the aluminum, and these are all what we would consider foreign matter. Is not foreign, but they are foreign to the body. When you have foreign matter in the body, it's also harder for the body to process, which also discourages poop. So in general, you see there's like a plethora of situations that go on, not just from the processing of the food, but all that happens with it before it gets to your mouth that disencourage you to poop. Okay. So if you're going to have canned food, try to do it with integrity, because you already have a lot of situations that go against you, even with the integrity being intact. Um, that's the whole thing. All right, so that's that. So when you think about how food is outside of your body, it will lend you to how it is inside of your body. If you have fresh fruits and vegetables, if you go and put them outside on the lawn, or you put it outside of your refrigerator, they're going to mold. They're going to disintegrate, and they're going to like mold in a few hours, sometimes days. That's what happens. They break down in your gut. All right. So you want food that breaks down quicker rather than, later. So that's that. So before you even consume the food, think about how the food is outside of your body. That will lend you to know if this will help you poop, if it'll discourage poop or encourage poop. And you want more foods that encourage poop than discourage poop. So talking about that, I want to go over some foods, the different foods that encourage and discourage and encourage poop. I love that we're talking about poop. Okay. So again, anything that's processed, throw it out the window. I'm playing. You be where you're at. I'm not saying to throw it away, but be conscious of it. And here's another thing. If you're going to have these foods that discourage poop, try to do something that may balance on the other end to encourage it. Okay. And we'll get into that in a little bit. Flour. Flour discourages poop. The reason why is because, as you know, flour is a binder. Okay. If you think about making crab cakes, um, like fritters, any of this stuff, what these things are is you're taking something, putting it in the bowl, and then you take flour to bind it so that it can stay together so that you can fry it and like make patties and stuff. So if you start thinking about these ingredients that you use and how you use them, it'll lend you to if they discourage or encourage poop, because flour is notorious for being a binder. That's literally what it does. So flour, eggs, eggs is a binder. And here's the thing, it doesn't matter how you eat it. It doesn't matter if it's ice, if it's boiled or out the tap, it's all water. Same thing with eggs. It doesn't matter if you boil it, fry it. What's the other one? Where the bougie people, they put it in the water. I used to do this all the time. What is it called? Poach. It doesn't matter if you poach the egg. I used to could do the perfect poach. Perfect every time. I would tell you how to do it, but that would be discouraging your poop, and I don't want to do that. Next. All right, so cheese. Again, a binder. Think about casseroles. If you have lasagna, if you have mac and cheese, if you have what else do people do? Cheese, sandwiches, a cheese sandwich. I be having trouble with the food and I be forgetting what people eat these days, y'all. Lord help me. All of these are binding foods. You think about when you like cut the cheese sandwich and it like you like bring it apart. And look, everybody does this. They have the shots and they take them apart and you're like, ooh, it's so ooey and gooey. It's ooey gooey in your gut, boo. Okay? Ooey gooey enough to take everything that's in your gut and smash it into the cheese and let it hold onto your gut. Now that's ooey and gooey. Okay? And you don't want that. You want to be able to poop. That does not encourage pooping. Cheese in the gut, help me, Lord. That is inflammation all day. Because all it does, again, same thing like in the sandwich, it takes everything in its environment, it pulls it towards it, and it sticks it to it, and it just holds on like, I got you, girl. Oh, I got you. We're just going to stay here. Yeah, we're just going to stay here in this gut, Lord, and just hold it on the road. That's what cheese is doing inside of your gut. That discourages poop. Okay? It just does. All right? So cheese is a big one. And that's going to cause, both of those are going to cause, well, here's the thing. If it discourages poop, it's probably causing inflammation. I'm just a messenger, y'all. Don't shoot me now. Don't shoot me. Now, yeah, but those two definitely encourage inflammation and discourage poop. But I'm trying to think of any scenario where it's not interchangeable. So most of the food that I'm thinking of, if it discourages poop, it encourages inflammation. Yeah. I can't really think of an instance where that's not true. So watch out for that. Okay? Because that's like a double whammy. All right. So milk, again, milk, that's going to discourage some things because I won't say it's a binder, but it holds. It's still dairy, and dairy holds stuff to you. Bread's a binder. Of course, it's made with flour and some other stuff. It's made with flour, eggs, milk. It's like literally bread is like the epitome of I don't want to shit today. I'm just a messenger, y'all. Okay. Pasta, same thing. Pasta, flour, water, salt, binders. All right. Fried food, because you have the flour on them. Most people use eggs. Y'all see where I'm going. Processed food. We talked about that. If it's processed, then it ain't coming about you. Excuse me. Fast food and to-go food. Here's the thing, y'all. Fast food is a whole industry, and they make. I gotta look this up real quick because I don't know. How much does the fast food industry make a year? God, shit. Globally, fast food generates a revenue over 570 billion. That is bigger than the economy. Oh my God. The economic value of most countries. Gosh. Oh my God. Hamburger focused restaurants take 30% of that. Gosh, that is astronomical. $570 billion a year to stuff your face with stuff that won't allow you to shit. Oh, let me calm down. We have to understand, y'all, we are at war. We are at war. They are literally trying to kill you and your kids and your bloodline and make money on it. They are profiting off of your demise. $570 billion a year? That is crazy. Fuck. They're literally trying to kill you. And if you are not pooping, you're dying because you have to get the toxins out of you. And if you don't poop, that means they're sitting inside of you, festering. And your body is not made for that. So fast food, y'all should just, I'm telling y'all to put that shit down. We can maybe work on the cans and shit. But let me tell you this. In a fast food restaurant, if something molds quickly, they do not use it because their bottom line can't handle it. If they had shit molding every day, their bottom line would tank. And so they don't use it. That's why you're not getting fresh produce and all this stuff. And if you want to talk about Chipotle and stuff, that shit's not fresh. It's from Costco. All of that shit comes from a bag. They open it out of a plastic bag and dump it in shit. I don't know why I looked that up in the middle of a broadcast because shit like that just, oh, fuck. It grinds my gears. Y'all got to stop letting them kill you. I heard someone talk to me about health, and she said this hit me in my heart, that we feel entitled to kill ourselves and our children. We feel so entitled to be busy and to go eat from fast food and all this packaged shit that we feel entitled to kill ourselves because we do not feel like cooking. I'm too busy to cook. I'd rather hire somebody. We feel entitled to kill ourselves. And that shit don't make a difference whether you're killing yourselves with vegan food, keto food, whatever. Is all to your demise. So we literally have to wake up and stop allowing them to kill us. And if you don't want to die, you need to be taking shits. Okay? You have to take shits. Let me drink water, y'all. Gosh. I knew the number was big, but that's a huge number. I don't even know how to help you understand how big $570 billion is. A year! A year! Oh, God. Anyway, let me tell you about some solutions. Ding! So, here are foods that will help you poop. First of all, drink your water. When your cells in your colon are dehydrated, they're like this. They hold on to everything because they can't process things out. So you have to be hydrated. If you've ever seen a brain, like a dementia brain and a regular brain, the difference is that the brain on dementia is sopped up. It looks dry as fuck. It looks like, dang, like you just want to take some water and like sprinkle it on the brain. That's what your cells look like when they're dehydrated, and nothing can happen, nothing can process. So you want to have nice, plump, round cells in your colon tract, and that encourages the push of everything out. So you got to drink water. And no, not the bullshit. Stop drinking Dasani, y'all. That is not water. Aquafina is not water. Switch to spring water and watch your life change. Ding. Water, apples. What they say, an apple a day will keep the doctor away. Is that the thing? Anyway, apples are bomb. You eat your apple, you'll be shitting in no time, okay? Now I'm gonna go old school on y'all. Prunes. Now, y'all know prunes are amazing. I got prune juice in the refrigerator right now. Keep it on deck. Keep it on deck, because I gotta have my prune juice. Greens. Eat your leafy greens and not the shit in the bags. Did you hear me? Not the stuff in the bags, y'all. You got to get real vegetables, real greens. Clean them just like your grandma did. Chop them up and eat them raw, first of all. And if you don't, you can put them in the pot, but eat them raw. Melons have a high content of water and they have fiber as well. So that's going to give you the two things that you need to poop. Hot tea encourages poop as well. The hotter liquids, it helps to bust up the things in the digestive tract and move it on out. Now, ginger also is a very good. I like to chew on ginger by itself. If that's too spicy for your life, go ahead and boil it in some tea and get it moving, okay? Spicy things, you want to add cayenne peppers, red pepper flakes. Spicy things are going to help release things out of your gut. Now, let me tell you, if you're not used to it, it's going to make your booty burn. All right? Now, your booty is going to burn, and that's okay. If you don't want your booty to burn, you got to lessen the spice. You can't go all at it like you a pro. All right? I'm a pro. If you're not no pro, you got to chill out with the spice and put a little bit at a time so your booty don't burn, okay? So if you are in an emergency situation, you can use coffee. I don't like to tell y'all that, but I know that some people have it around. So coffee is gonna encourage your poop. All right. So in general, and raw foods. Eat your food raw. Guess what? You don't see no fangs right here. There's no mammal on this earth who cooks their food other than humans. And we think we smart about it, but it's not smart. You're not supposed to cook your food. Your body was made to eat things raw. And if you cannot eat it raw, then you probably shouldn't be eating it. If you cannot eat it raw, then it probably discourages your poop. See, I'm flowing with that? You see, I'm flowing with that? All right. So take those foods. If you're eating something that discourages your poop, like fried food, like fried chicken, all right, make sure that you're incorporating things that encourage your poop in the meal. Make your greens, all right, make the greens spicy. Maybe have some ginger tea afterwards. You have to find balance, all right, and put the fast food down because y'all, they taking all your money, all right. Stop giving them your money. That's ridiculous. So if you got nothing out of this, you need to be taking poops after every time you eat or close to it. If you are not pooping at least once a day, you got some issues going on. You can do hydrocolon therapy, you can do enemas, but you have to take at least one poop a day or you have cancer festering in your body. I'm telling you that right now. It's not a game. You're dying. All right. And I don't mean to be blunt or morbid, but that's real. And we got to get real about our health, y'all. Because if you're sitting around not being real about your health and what's actually going on, then you're dying an unconscious death. And that's literally the worst. We have to be conscious of what's going on. So make sure you're pooping. And I tell you that because I love you and I want you to live and I want you to be healthy. All right? Be healthy now. Do something today that makes you healthy right now. Go drink some water. Go poop. Poop, 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 poop. Love you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Every time we exchange energy, it is sacred to me. I appreciate you tuning in and listening to me every Wednesday, the same time, same place on Wellness Wednesdays. Love you. Toodles.
Purchase your beats today.